Well, good day. This is Grandpa Dave at Loudon Farms. I wanted to talk to you for a couple minutes today about this piece of equipment sitting in front here that you can see. It's in the late 30s or early 40s, which I was told when I bought it anyway. A deep tiller. It's a Massey Ferguson product, and because of the difficult soil that we have here, and there's a fair number of rocks, it's really tough on the rotary tillers to go through the soil to break it up. And so I purchased this from a guy who had used it for a number of years. He said it worked great, but he also had not used it for some time. And so I brought it home and I, I hooked it up to my Massey and I headed to the field. And I figured out very quickly that this clutch that you pull the rope, and some of you guys that have worked with these kind of things, I haven't done anything on a clutch thing like that since I was a kid at home on the farm. And I just don't remember the details of it. Obviously, I can take it off and take it apart and find out why it's not tripping when I pull the cord to raise it and lower it. And so as a result, kind of like everything else, the tyranny of the urgent gets attention. And this, my wife a couple weeks ago said, "Don't you think you should do something with that machine out there? Either fix it and use it or sell it?" She's the kind of a minimalist mentality. She just wanted me to either fix it and use it or get rid of it. So I'm just walking over to the area that's the problem. It's this clutch mechanism right here. And when you trip the cord, that cord there, this is supposed to open up the throat and allow that thing to spin, which will either lift it by a gear chain on a drive wheel or drop it back down into the predetermined depth. And I lubricated it. I sprayed a whole can of lubrication in there to try and loosen it up. I assumed that it had probably been seized up a little bit, but I got it to lift once. So it was moving, but I have a feeling that it's just set up, seized up in there. So what my thought is I'll have to take it off the shaft and slide it out and take it in the garage where it's warm, because we're supposed to be getting cold weather here anytime, and loosen it up. But if anybody has worked with these things and could send me some information, and I really appreciate it. You could send it to me on a comment on my website on this video. It's a solid piece of equipment. It's just ideal for the tough soil that we have here. And I think it's about an 8-foot swath. I haven't actually thrown a tape on it, but it looks roughly like 8 feet. So that would really cover a lot of ground in a quick hurry. And so I really want to take this off before it gets too cold and take it in the shop and find out why it's not moving. It's a cool piece of equipment. It's built solid. It's really tough. I like those older ones. They're built solid, and Massey can handle this pretty nicely on this really rough and tough. I did do a little plowing here. You can see, hopefully, like the bogs of dirt. It was just a touch wet. So those things are like cement right now, but the frost and the freezing and the cold and the snow will soften those up, and I'll be ready for this tiller in the spring. So I'm going to give it a whirl, see if I can figure it out. And seriously, guys, there's probably some of you who have, all the old farm plows used to have the same kind of thing. Just pull the cord and it would lift it up, and you pull it again, plow would be dropped into the ground to do the next round. Anyway, I'm going to give it a whirl here and see if I can get some information. I'm going to grease up and oil up some of these nuts and bolts. They've probably been sitting there for a long time, so I'll loosen them up and then see if I can get that clutch to flip. Anyway, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.